Okay, so I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit the pause button, but anyways, let's cook, let's cook. You know me here on Let's Cook. This is just barbecue chicken. I'm going to turn it into cheesy barbecue chicken. Sandwiches is what I'm going to do. It's a little different for me on here. I'm not used to doing something this simple. But we're going to do something simple. It sounded really good. This is just barbecue chicken that was cooked last night. It was just barbecue sauce, whatever flavor barbecue sauce you want. I could have made it today and then cooked it this way, but I didn't see the point when I already had it cooked. So, this is just regular barbecue chicken. You can use any kind of barbecue chicken you want. This is chicken breast is what this is. But anyways, I'll be right back. So we're going to do a jump cut. And we're back. Okay, so here's the cream. It's heavy whipping cream. It's just Walmart brand whipping cream. They're not sponsored or nothing like that. It's just the brand that I can get, that I get anyway. I'm just gonna dump it in here. I don't know. There's probably about a half a cup or so in there. That's all I'm gonna need. Okay, so that's what it's gonna look like after you dump it in there. All right, another jump cut. I'll show you what it looks like after it's all mixed up real quick. Okay, so I had some cheese already cut up. This is just provolone cheese. I buy it in a big log. It costs, I think it costed me, for 3 pounds of it, it costed me like $20 some, $23 or whatever. But anyways, buy a big roll of it. You can get this at pretty much anywhere. It's just provolone cheese, just regular everyday provolone cheese. But I'm going to put this in there. Sorry I didn't show me cutting this up or anything. I had some already prepared and dropped it on my floor. So I had to cut some more up. This is probably about a quarter of a pound maybe. I don't know how much it actually is. But I would say, yeah, probably quarter of a pound, maybe a little more. Just buy a log of cheese, cut some up, or bag cheese or whatever, cut it up, throw it in there, and when it's cheesy enough, you'll know. Just all depends on how much cheese you like and how much cheese you don't like. I love cheese, so this whole thing could be all cheese to me. But what the heavy whipping cream's for is it's to help make it creamier and cheesier. Well, creamier and cheesier. Duh. But anyways, alright, that's about enough of this cheese thing. I'd show you me cutting all this stuff up and everything, but I just wanted to hurry up and do this, throw a video out there real quick, because I'm working on some other stuff, and it's been a while. It's been over a month probably since I uploaded a video. My wrist is better now. I hurt my wrist a while back, but it's better now. Alright, well, anyways, here's provolone cheese. I'm just gonna throw it all in there. Just gonna throw it all in here, and boom, done. Just like that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the heat back up. I turned it from medium. When you put the dairy in it, or the heavy whipping cream in it, you want to turn it down so you don't burn your heavy whipping cream. And then we're just going to mix this up until it's nice and cheesy and done. And then that's it. And then you can use whatever bread you want. You can toast it. You don't have to toast it. You can use buns. You can use rolls. Whatever. You can you can toast some bread and throw it on top of the bread and eat it that way. You can eat it the way that it is, just as this, on some potatoes. However you want to eat it, it don't make any difference. And then if you want to, after it's all said and done and you get it ready for the sandwich or whatever you're doing with it, you can grate some cheese and throw some more cheese on it and let it melt on top of it, which is so awesome too. I never did. I haven't tasted this yet, but I'm sure it's fine. I will leave the recipe for it down in the description, because this is just something that I thought of while I was taking a nap. I woke up, well, I wasn't thinking about it when I was taking a nap, but I woke up and I'm like, oh, that sounds good, so that's what I'm making. Just something out of my head. It should taste pretty good, because it should have enough flavor and everything. If not, you can always throw some salt, some pepper, whatever you want in it. After that, it's up to you what you do with it. You can throw salt, pepper, garlic salt, Italian seasoning in it if you want. Or not garlic salt, garlic powder. I use garlic powder because if you do too much garlic with garlic salt, then it makes it even saltier. You know, like garlic salt. If you use garlic powder and you watch it, then it won't be so. You can make it so it's not overpowering with the salt, because garlic makes things saltier, taste saltier. It brings out the salt and stuff. So you just gotta watch it. Now all you're trying to do is get this cheese to melt. It might take a while. It might take 15-20 minutes to get your cheese all melted. But once it's melted, and then it all depends on how much cheese you put in it. You don't even have to put cheese in it if you don't want to. But I think this is going to be pretty tasty. And then you can put whatever kind of cheese you want into it too. None of this recipe is set in stone on how you have to do it. It's just, this is what I have. This sounds really good. And I love cheese and I love dairy. So, and I know this stuff works together pretty well. So it just takes a while to melt the cheese. But then you might not think this is enough cheese. You might think that it's too much dairy. I don't know. It's up to you. But like I said, there's not necessarily a recipe for this. It just come out of my head. Or if you wanted to, you could leave it just like these little curd looking things and be done with it. That'd probably be pretty good too. But I'm going to do it this way, and then I'm going to do toast. I'm going to put it on some toast with some more cheese. And I think I might put a little salsa on it just to... because that sounds really good, actually. I'm going to taste this real quick, because I haven't tasted it or nothing yet, so... that's really good just the way it is. Yes. It has kind of a smoky flavor. It has kind of a smoky flavor. So there it goes together really nicely. Oh yeah. Really nicely. I'm not putting nothing else in it. I'm leaving it as is. Just like this. I'm working on doing an intro also for my channel. I don't know how much about I don't know if I'm going to do an outro or not. But I'm going to work on it. Get a little bit more serious with my channel and stuff about this cooking thing. But every time I turn around, I'm getting hurt or something. Because I'm accident prone. So, and then I'll make sure I get better at this. I got to get a mic for my camera. I was going to use my camera. I have a Canon Rebel EOS T6 that I was going to use to start doing this. But without a microphone, it's really, really, really noisy. You can't even hardly hear me talking because of the whatever. I don't know if it's the microphone's real set the sensitive on it or what it is. but I'm gonna work on getting just a mic for it, or maybe even one of them mics that you put on your shirt would probably work even better yet. But until then, I'm using my phone still. But I'm gonna start uploading this into higher resolution for you guys. But yeah, this for me is just about done, I think. Unless, do I want to put more cheese in it? Probably not. This may thicken up the more cheese and the longer you cook it. It should thicken up because this is starting to already get thicker for me. My cheese is getting done there. And the more your cheese melts, the thicker it's going to get too from your cheese melting. But yeah, you see how it's getting all nice and gooey, yummy? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's going to thicken up just because of the cheese. Oh, I forgot I put heavy whipping cream in here too. So the heavy whipping cream might help make it thicker too. I forgot that it wasn't just milk. It's heavy whipping cream that I put in here. So that might play a part in making it thicker too, because that will gum up also. Sometimes, like milk does, or like cheese does. But this is going to be yummy. And there you have it. Cheesy, yummy, cheesy, barbecue, chicken. It looks amazing. And it tastes amazing also. So, after your cheese is melted, that's that. If you prep your chicken, I've never done this with canned chicken. I've never done this with canned chicken. I gotta move the camera a little bit. It's a little off there. Never done this with canned chicken. I'm sure you can do it with canned chicken or something like that. But this was fresh chicken breast that I used. And you just barbecue it however you want to barbecue it. Remember, whatever barbecue sauce you use, your food's going to have that same barbecue flavor. It's going to be a little bit duller because of the dairy in it. But you'll get that nice smoky flavor if you use a smoky barbecue sauce or whatever. Or I'm sure that if you don't use barbecue sauce, you still can do this if you don't use barbecue sauce. Then you're going to have to season it yourself. But I recommend using just a little bit of liquid smoke if you do it without barbecue sauce. Or if you barbecue it on a grill, that would probably work out too. That'd probably be pretty yummy too. But okay, this is that. That's done. I might have to move the camera or adjust it. So now I just gotta wait for it to thicken up, or you can keep stirring it until it's all nice and thick. It don't really matter. You can eat it at any stage, because remember, your chicken is already cooked. The only thing I was doing was melting my cheese. So at any time, you can cook, or you can eat it, because your chicken's already cooked if you pre-did your chicken. If you didn't pre-do your chicken, well then it's not a big deal then. I don't know how this would work with already without cooking your chicken first. I recommend cooking your chicken first, but it would probably still work out pretty good. Alright, jump cut. Okay, so I did add onion to it, but it was after it was cut up onion. Sorry I jumped so far ahead. But that's what you're going to look like. It's going to look like. I didn't get my bread quite toasted enough, which kind of makes me mad, because I was going to do it up real nice and pretty. Like you see in food photography, how it's all set up all nice and pretty on the side with little garnishes and stuff. But I didn't get my bread quite toasty enough to be able to do that. It's just toasted, just a little tiny bit. It's like really soft, almost bread right if you leave it out for a little bit, it has that crusty on top, but then the inside's still moist. Yeah, that's how that is. There's a word for you, moist. A lot of people don't like it. But anyways, so this is that. But yeah, it's nothing more than that. That simple. And it got rid of leftovers. So you got to use your leftovers from the night before if you had chicken the night before. You got to learn how to make something different. Maybe something that's out of your comfort zone, or maybe something that you're not used to. And it's decently okay healthy for you, maybe. Maybe not. Because of all the dairy in it. But you didn't have to add anything either. You didn't have to add a bunch of spices or nothing like that. But yeah, that's that. Now you can do put whatever kind of condiments on it that you want. Or maybe you don't want any. Maybe you want some lettuce and some tomato and maybe some onion on it or whatever. But there's not necessarily a recipe for this from me. Because, like I said, it was just left over a couple decent sized breasts that were left over from dinner last night. Or supper, depending on what part of the country you're in. Sorry about the coughing thing. And then you just put some butter in your pan, which my butter is real butter because I make it from scratch. Because I don't like all the extra stuff that's in like margarine and stuff. I don't like all the extra salt either because I don't put salt in my butter either. And then you melt that down real good. A medium heat is all the higher you need to go. And then you want to reduce your heat down to about medium low. And then get your chicken going after you, because if you don't, you'll burn your butter. Get about a medium low, somewhere between medium low and yeah, about a medium low would work as long as you're standing there watching it. And then get it all heated up, your chicken, and chopped up and stuff, unless you pre-chop it, which would be okay too. And then but remember, you want as much barbecue sauce that's on your chicken on your chicken when you put it in your pan too. So I heated mine up for a little bit and then chopped it up in the pan. And then you do the barbecue sauce, or not barbecue sauce, sorry. And then after you get it nice and warmed up and chopped up, then you put the heavy cream in it, or cream. It doesn't necessarily have to be heavy, but cream. Heavy cream works the best, I found, for things. I think it's the molecular makeup of the heavy cream that makes it even more creamier and cheesier, I'm assuming. And then you stir it and stir it and stir it and stir it and stir it, and then reduce your heat down even more, a little past medium low, so you don't burn, so you don't want to scald your cream, your dairy. You don't want to scald it, which is really easy to do, and then it will get like gritty almost, like somebody took a cup of sand and dumped in there. It's really bad. And if you've ever done it, you know what I'm talking about. And then you stir it and stir it and stir it. And then after a little bit, after your milk or your cream gets nice and warmed up, throw your cheese in there. Or you can throw your cheese in there when you put it in there, and then by the time that's warm, your cheese is finally starting to melt, or it might be already melted then. And then you just stir it, and it will start getting thicker and thicker and thicker, and you'll see the strings of cheese in it while you're stirring it and stuff. And then yeah, and then after that, this is what's going to be left over. But I use two very large chicken breasts. I don't know where these chickens came from, but they were like the size of a turkey breast. So I would say it was probably a pound or two of chicken that I used. I don't remember because it come in a big pack is what it was. So it might have been a pound or two of chicken. But and then the cream. I would say I used probably. I told you like maybe a half a cup. I would say use a cup and a half or so, or you can just dump it in until it looks good. Because all you need to do is be able to mix your chicken up in it. Just make it covered in your chicken, and then you put your cheese in there because you want your chicken covered with it at first, and then it will reduce down and it will get nice and creamy looking. But anyways, so this is that, and like I said, you can add seasoning to it if you want to. I would taste it throughout every step. Taste your chicken after you get it warmed up. Get the cream and stuff mixed in with it and taste it. And you can always add whatever seasoning you want. You can add salt, you can add any kind of seasoning, but I think it's good like how I did it, with no seasoning whatsoever in it. But yeah, remember, low and slow is always the rule when it comes to cooking with cheese or milk, or dairy in general. Low and slow, because if you try to cook it too hot, too fast, 95% of the time you're going to scald your milk, your dairy, and you're going to just ruin it. And I know dairy isn't cheap if you get good dairy. Dairy products, I'm saying, dairy products. If you don't, but then, so, and I go through a lot of dairy here. But anyways, back to the cooking part. So that's that. That just something real simple, real quick, because it's been a while. I'd like to apologize that I haven't been on for a while. But I'm working on a few different things. Like I said, my camera, I'm working on getting that set up too, so I can use that instead of my phone. I'm looking into doing an intro for Let's Cook. I got a lot of stuff to do to my channel still. I'm trying to get more serious about this cooking thing. The other night I was going to cook and do this, but I had a block. I couldn't think of anything to cook. Nothing. Everything that sounded like an idea, just, I don't know, just not an idea. But look for more upcoming videos. I'm going to try to do this, try to upload a video once a week for right now. It might be more of a everyday thing, depending on, because I cook every day. On camera, off camera, I cook every day. I cook something every day. It might be something as simple as a fried bologna, or something simple as egg. Eggs. Just something easy, simple. I don't really eat canned food very much because I'm not a big one on canned vegetables and stuff. I'll have my garden up here, well, as soon as it's warm enough to plant stuff, because I got the cold weather vegetables ready to go already. They'll be ready by the time I can plant. I can plant, I do believe, at the end of March, beginning of April, the cold weather stuff. So, but yes, I'm planning on trying to do a video, uploading a video right now about every week, at least once a week. I'm not for sure the date, so like and subscribe down at the bottom and hit that bell icon so you know when I do, because right now I'm not set on a date, a day a week or anything. I'm not even sure for sure a time right now. It just all depends on what's going on, and because like I said, I got a lot of stuff to do, and I'm still trying to work a full-time job also on top of doing this. So, but anyways, that's enough long small talk, whatever. But yeah, okay, so I don't know when the next video will be. It might be uploaded tomorrow. It might be next week. I don't know yet. This is just a snippet right now to keep you guys interested. But like I said, I'm going to work on an intro and maybe even an outro. And I'll get better at this filming and cooking and everything. Like I said, I'll have another camera too, so a better one. And the volume, the quality of sound will be better. And you name it. But, alright. But that's my that's my food. I'll taste it real quick. See what it tastes like. I'm sure. Oh man, it got all soggy me standing over there running my trap. But that's okay. I'll taste it anyways like this. I already have an idea what it's going to taste like. Beautiful. That's really good. It tastes just like I thought it would. Perfect. I don't know why I use a spoon, but anyway. Alright. Thank you. And until next time, keep cooking.